Hello, everybody, and welcome back. All right, so what are we doing this week? Well, one of the things that I want to do this week is I want to work on a Kultiran related project. But I want to work on something else. I don't want to work on the island because there's a lot of work to be done in order to get it to my standards. And I do want Kultiras presence in Kalimdor. Like I said before, which I think I told everyone, I wanted to find a spot where I could start developing a smaller port. And that's what we're going to do right now. So, what I want to do right now immediately is I'm going to go around and I'm going to select M2s, WMOs, because I've cleared my import file so that I'm only going to have the immediate resources that I have right here as the building blocks for the small port that I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fly around, I'm going to select some stuff, and then we're going to go to the spot where I'm actually going to start building. All right, so where I started actually building the settlement, and this is how I want it to um, explain it to you as much as I could. Which is, it's not going to be huge, but it's going to have the same feel, and I'm going to refine the Kultiran feeling. So this will be sort of like the platform that I'll experiment certain ideas. And if I'm happy with what I have here, then I'll start working on the main island after that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some of that work right now, and I'll catch you afterwards. Right, so I think that I have things positioned the way that I want them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this into an MPQ, and we're going to go into the game and actually see what this looks like from player perspective. And that'll be our first draft. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, everybody, we're in the game now. I did a little bit of tweaking around, added some details here and there. Nothing substantial, everything just a little bit minor. It's nothing that you haven't seen before. But here we are, and we're going to start doing the approach into the settlement. Of course, we'll do a flyby. This area will probably be a beach. I'll probably add a lot of like palm trees on the sides and develop it a bit more. Maybe have some fishing or whatever there. But here we are. So we're going in right now. Everything is very, very rough. So remember to be a little bit kind in terms of judgment. But yep, here we are. making our way into the settlement. We've got the church right there at the front of the plaza. We've got the tavern. We've got some different types of houses and homes, and then we have the main fort. So if we come in here, of course, you've seen this a number of times. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. I got to modify that a bit. We've gone inside the chapel as well, and now we're going to go into the fortress itself. So the fortress itself, we'll have some wooden battlements. We'll have some cannons. We'll have training dummies. We'll have all the stuff that you would usually expect. With this one, the interesting thing is that I have this cannon battery, which is right off into the water, and there we have the different ports and ships. So now we're just going to take flight, just so that we can have sort of like an overhead view of what's going on. So as you can see, small little settlements, quaint, though there's going to be a lot more details when we start developing it. Right now it's very rough. I just wanted to have an idea of what this port would look like, and I think this is pretty good. So we'll start developing some of this stuff down. We'll bring some of this terrain slightly down, just so that it comes into the ports. We'll probably develop this area a little bit more. And yeah, so that's what we're looking at in terms of this Kultiran port. We're going to have some flags, we're going to have banners. It'll be an interesting little port area to develop the style that we're doing for Kultiras, but more than that, it's also something that's going to be available for download once it's finished. And something along this size will be a lot easier for me to deal with. Right, so having said that, I don't think there's anything else I want to touch upon this video. We're going to come back the following week, probably do a follow-up on this video or something else. There's some details to be touching up as always. No huge unveiling of anything so far. We know that usually takes a bit of time. So it's mostly the small things, right? So thank you all again for sticking around and for having patience. I know that I haven't been releasing the weekly videos as usual. Of course, you all know that this takes a certain amount of time with the recovery and stuff that I've had to deal with. It's been a little bit hard getting the right amount of time, feeling appropriate in order to work on this for an extended period of time. But I'm happy that that we're back at it and that we have this going on. So until then, everybody, take it easy, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.